And this is our penultimate pre-final getting underway very shortly. We jump right through to the finals to take us through the rest of the afternoon very shortly as the senior Rotax in association with Amesbury Plantire are about to get underway for their formation lap. This is the penultimate pre-final. We've got the TKMO plate coming up next right after this heat. And then we're straight through to the finals to round up the afternoon's race action. So Charlie Webb will lead them away from Deacon Russell, Archie Walker from Alex Adams-Acton, Ellingham Richards, Tom Pryor, Jack Collins on row number 4, Luke Bates, Ryan Ward, Louis Weaver, Michael Morgan 10th, George Donald, Alex McGee, Tommy Edmonds and Ben Southgate on row number 8. Adriel Naguab, Miles Roby, Luca Osman-Price and Stefan Kazmarczyk. Sam Cornwell, Elliot Pugh, row 12 Theo and Archer, Cassius Diep, Scott Goldsby, Henson and Reynolds on row 14, Andrew King, Chapman Lewis, Luca Mann and James Tester on row number 16 with Ennis Alajbu rounding out the field on the 17th row of the grid. Yet again, Charlie, big group of drivers here and a very important 9-minute plus 1 lap pre-final coming up for these drivers.
Charlie Webb has really been showing it this weekend and obviously the whole championship as well. I think he's very high in the championship, so he's got a lot of work to do though if he wants to take that pole position spot in the final. The heat's always good, but it's all about this pre-final position. Round the final corner, the revs will arise, and we will go racing here at Kimbolton. Down into turn 1, here we go. Look, watch out for Deacon Russell round the outside. Can't get it done. He tried to go for a move, but Charlie Webb has just about held on. Who is that in second place? It looks like Archie Walker had a look on Deacon Russell.
Archie Walker seemed to get the willows wrong there. Lost a bit of momentum by the looks of things. So,
he's got a problem.
Yeah,
so Archie Walker, who was in third place, has got a problem, and that will be a retirement for him. So very, very unfortunate for him, and here we'll be having to start that final from last place. So very unfortunate. Well, I say that he's got going, but he's at the very back. So if he's going to put the pedal to the floor, it's going to be now. Ewan Richards on your screens there, having a battle with Alex Adams-Acton, Jack Collins on the inside of Ryan Ward. So moves through the field. Archie Walker's got a lot of work to do.
Looking further down the field when he went through there, actually, for Archie Walker, I think he's had some sort of issue with the car. Seen him fiddling about, maybe with the air intake or something with the kart as well, just trying to get the setup right there. Another driver in trouble on the first lap was the number 54 of Michael Morgan, who came through over the line very slowly and according to our lap charts has gone into the pits, so that's bad news for him. So we'll keep an eye on Archie Walker, who seems to have sorted himself out here, but he's right at the back of the field, having to fight through some of the back markers who are going to make life difficult for him as that lead group make their way through. And it's still Jack Collins, Ryan Ward, Tom Pryor in that top 10 battle, Lucas Bates, Lucas Ellingham in 9th, George Donald rounding out the top 10. Charlie Webb just trying to pull away from Deacon Russell. And as we say, further down the field, we'll have a look at how Archie Walker gets on. He's moved up to 28th position now. He's passed a couple of drivers at the back, so he's got a bit of work to do. There's the number 18, Alex Adams-Acton. Just starting to look at the number 29 of Ewan Richards, currently in third place. Number 12 right in there as well, Jack Collins. As they charge out to the final corner, 17 Ryan Ward. There go the leaders, Charlie Webb from Deacon Russell. And Deacon Russell setting the fastest lap of the race, 41.09, 6:47, plus 1 lap remaining in this pre-final race. Drift Limits presents the London Motor Circuit, bringing us the Senior Rotax pre-final here. And as always, Senior Rotax throwing up some very close action. Don't forget, of course, the top 3 winning awards this weekend through the sponsors, Vroom Lubricants, as the number 12, Jack Collins, signalling there to Alex Adams-Acton just to try and chase round here and catch up with the leaders.
So Jack Collins wants to go forward. Obviously this battle with Ewan Richards is for the podium, so the final spot on the podium. Richard holds it for the time being, but Jack Collins is the next driver who can have a pounce at him. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but there's a massive pack of drivers all wanting that third spot. The top 2 are slowly pulling away from each other and from the pack itself, so it's sort of done deal sorted for the top 2. But this battle for third is really on here. Ewan Richards getting the head down. Jack Collins really looking at him, wanting to learn where he's making mistakes, work on them himself. And look at a move. There's a few good overtaking opportunities as we've seen this race. Turn 1 is a brilliant one. He nearly has a look. Can't get it done. Luke Bate can get it done though. I say that. Adams Acton on the inside of turn 2. On the cutback gets it done. But some brilliant racing so far. The senior Rotaxes, many drivers making strong moves through the field.
Just to demonstrate how competitive this race is, I was talking a moment ago about Archie Walker, the driver who had the mechanical trouble on the first lap. Went right to the back of the field, and with 32 drivers left in the race, he's only made it up so far to 27th. He's having a lot of hard work further down the field, which just goes to demonstrate the strength and depth throughout the field as they all go charging through there. The midfield there, the likes of Tommy Edmonds, Scott Goldsby, Adriel Naguara in 18, James Tester as Miles Roby drops a few positions. There's the number 95 in our shot there of Luke Bate, who's currently in 5th position. The leaders making their way through. Number 12, Jack Collins, still there in 4th. Fending off Bate number 95, and Ewan Richards not too far. There's number 29, also well placed. The number 18 of Alex Adams Acton rounding out the top 6 as they chase down the TKM straight in towards the Kimbolton corner. Last corner on the track now. Popular overtaking spot, although it's very difficult to make the pass stick through that slow right-hander. Rest of the top 15 going through there. Osman Price, Alex McGee in there as well. Number 79, the 44, Stefan Kazmarczyk also in there in 15th position. Scott Goldsby has moved up to 16th in that midfield. So action throughout the field. Charlie Webb leading then from Deacon Russell, 24 from 21. Jack Collins, the number 12, the driver in shot at the front of this little group of racers here. Currently in 3rd place, Ewan Richards, Luke Bate and Alex Adams Acton. So at the moment it's starting to settle down at the front here, but this group headed by Luke Bate all looking very close indeed on the edge of the top 5.
Ewan Richards having a look on Luke Bate. Obviously these drivers, Jack Motorsport really have a strong field of drivers here, all within the top 10, so brilliant stuff there. It's all mixing up here in the senior Rotax pre-final. They've all still got a lot to play for, and although that final is all important, the position you start in will be determined by this pre-final. So the higher you finish, the better you're going to start. 18 Alex Adams Acton behind Ewan Richards. This is the battle for 5th place. Not much happening. There is the one of the grandstands here at the Kimbolton circuit. The facilities here are always brilliant and always improving. So brilliant stuff here by the Kimbolton circuit, who always try as hard as they can to put on brilliant club rounds here. Obviously the festival as well, and hosting the British Karting Championships, the UKC Championships, or the National Camp Championships. So there's always something going on here at Kimbolton. Only been able to run once a month. So the Kimbolton circuit, a real testament to the driver's skill, and definitely a driver's favourite circuit. So it's definitely mine for once. And Jack Collins there on your screens, just holding off this strong pack of drivers. Few moves being made down in the field, but Jack Collins, he's got a lot to play for himself, holding on to that final podium spot.
Yeah, 2 minutes plus the 1 lap remaining in this senior Rotax pre-final. Very tense moments here. Don't forget, of course, any kind of a mistake here from any of the drivers, if they spin off the circuit or lose positions, that will directly affect their starting position in the final as well. So everyone racing hard here, but can't afford to be too bold in the making overtaking move. Still there's the number 12, Jack Collins, holding on to that 3rd place quite neatly so far, with the number 95 Luke Bate behind him. Ewan Richards still in 5th place. Rest of the top 10 charging through: Alex Adams Acton, Tom Pryor, George Donald, Ryan Ward, Lucas Ellingham rounding out the top 10. 1 minute 18 plus the 1 lap remaining here. You see at the top of your screen the 2 leaders disappearing out of view there. Charlie Webb and Deacon Russell, they are now well clear from the rest of the field. There they go, just in the foreground, making their way through the Dan Weldon corner. All the action here in for 3rd place though, between Jack Collins leading Luke Bate. Oh, a bit of a nudge there from Bates from Ewan Richards, I think. But everything okay?
Well, there was some troubles there with Luke Bate having some problems coming off the Dan Weldon complex. Hopefully it was not any contact with his teammate. Oh, Adams Acton on the inside of Ewan Richards. Brilliant move there. Richards kind of parked it in the middle of the track. Anton saw the move and obviously went for it. So these drivers here are really trying to make up every opportunity they can. If they see 1 inch of a room, they're definitely going to try and make it a meter. So that was a brilliant move there by the number 18 on the 29, and right behind them, Thomas Pryor. Watch out for him with George Donald. They're going to be looking at trying to catch up to the back of these two. And Ryan Ward as well.
The leaders have just squeezed over the line before the clock goes down to 0, so there will now be 2 laps to go, which might not be such good news for the likes of Jack Collins and Luke Bates, who are driving defensively at the moment. Well, they have pulled away from Alex Adams-Acton. There is the number 24 of Charlie Webb, who we've not really talked about in this race because he's had the luxury of being able to get to the front nice and early and control the race as he makes his way down towards the Kestrel corner into Kimbolton once again. Deacon Russell, number 21, not too far behind in second right now, but not close enough to go for a pass here as the last lap board goes out. And at the moment it's looking very good for Charlie Webb and Deacon Russell. Jack Collins and Luke Bates not too far behind, and all the action here between 18 and 29. Alex Adams-Acton and Ewan Richards, they've been neck and neck for pretty much the entire race. We are now on the final lap here. Charlie Webb looking good at the front of the field, 24. Deacon Russell about half a second behind now, keeping him honest in second place. They make their way down towards Dan Weldon corner for the final time. And here we go, Charlie Webb looking very good indeed.
Well, it's Charlie Webb round the final corner. Has driven a brilliant, consistent race and takes the win in the pre-final here in Senior Rotax. Brilliant stuff by the number 24. Deacon Russell makes it to second from Jack Collins, who finally rounds out the podium spots. Luke Bate gets to 4th place from Alex Adams-Acton. Ewan Richards, Thomas Pryor, George Donald, Ryan Ward and Lucas Ellingham round out the top 10. There's Louis Weaver and Ben Southgate, who finished 11th and 12th from Luca Osman Price, James Tester and Scott Goldsby, who made up 11 places. James Tester made up 18 places in that race. Brilliant stuff there by the number 27 driver. I say like Scott Goldsby made it to 16th instead of 15th, my apologies. So some brilliant races there. There's results on your screens, take a look at that. Some brilliant racing in the Senior Rotax and more to come in the finals. That is